This episode of Bourbon on Ice, presented by your friend Frosty and your bartender Mike Whiskey, is brought to you by the Cape Media Center of Cape Cod, Massachusetts. The views and opinions expressed during this podcast do not necessarily reflect those of the Cape Media Center. Listener discretion is advised.
Okay, so some people were asking me about that crazy thing I said the other day, and it's actually a rhyme from the 1992 Sierra Online PC game, The Island of Dr. Brain. Hidden one of the scenes when you move past the Jigsaw Beach to the cliffs and click on the actual stone brain on the cliffside. Was anyone actually wondering about that?
I don't think so.
Oh no, I'm embarrassed.
Well, roll the music.
Welcome, listeners, to Bourbon on Ice,
Where we talk about everything nerdy, like gentlemen.
Join us every week for our local Cape Cod take on, well, everything.
Laugh, cry, be confused, and laugh some more.
I'm your friend Frosty.
And I'm your bartender, Mike Whiskey.
Stay tuned. You think they'll like the episode?
Oh, they'll definitely love it. Hello and welcome to another episode of Bourbon on Ice.
Where we talk everything nerdy, like gentlemen.
I'm your bartender, Mike Whiskey.
And I'm your friend Frosty. And today, well, what better way to break into the cold, bleak... Well, it's not really cold and bleak, but, you know, fall is coming, so let's call it what it is. Into that time of year, than by doing something crazy.
My favorite time of the year. The leaves changing colors.
The tourists go home.
All the different colors in the wood.
Bugs die by the truckload.
You still have all the birds out.
You still have all the beaches to ourselves.
Yeah.
Fall festivals, apple cider.
King Richard's Fair.
Delicious pumpkins, which I can't eat now as a diabetic.
Oh.
I know, right?
Yeah.
A lot of leather title contests. That's more of a me thing, not you.
Yeah.
A lot of television fall premieres. Again, that's me, not you.
It's not so hot that you can't wear your nicest clothing, but it's not too cold to where you can't be fashionable in your winter coat.
Stores are bursting at the seams with Halloween candy. Suddenly, it's totally acceptable to have turkeys around the house filling up your freezer.
You know, my Uncle John actually raised his own turkey. It was a 65-pound turkey.
Who the hell is eating 65 pounds of turkey?
No one. He had to cut it up into fourths just to fit it into the freezer.
Okay, first of all, I couldn't raise the poor thing and then kill it. Second, I don't think any oven on earth...
No, there was no oven.
He deep fried it?
No. It would not fit into a 55-gallon drum. It was that big of a turkey.
Okay. So, answer to world hunger, it wasn't.
Most of it got donated to the church.
It's their problem now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I think the number one thing that everyone at work right now is really happy about is the imminent departure of the tourists.
Yeah.
The roads are going to be more clear, and a lot of the houses are already boarding up because people are like winter birding it down to Florida. I think that's the phrase.
Snowbird.
Thank you. Snowbirding it down there. I can't wait till I'm rich enough to have a place in Florida.
You don't need to be all that rich, actually.
I want a place, not a trailer.
I was thinking South Kakalaki myself.
My buddy, he moved to Maine, and then out of nowhere, he moved all the way to Seattle.
Whoa.
Yeah, all I could think is, I'm assuming he did it for reasons other than the weather. You know, a lot of my gay friends, up and moved to Seattle. I don't know why. What's in Seattle that's so special?
Rain.
Are they getting rain this year? Because for most of the summer, we were under a drought.
It rains almost every single day in Seattle.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Except on an episode of Grey's Anatomy, in which case it's sparkling blue.
Yeah.
All right, people. I have something here.
I'm not looking forward to this. Why would you make me do this?
For the ratings. You do things for the memes. I do things for the ratings. It's kind of our establishment. Today, I have here in my hand a tube of Hot Licks. Quality cinnamon toothpicks. And that's picks with an X. These are straight from Grover Beach, California. And what are these, you ask? They're delicious toothpicks covered in spicy cinnamon.
Oh, no.
Kirk was telling me about these. My buddy Kirk was telling me about these, and he's like, oh, yeah, we used to make our own. I said, make your own? Why would you bother making them when you could just buy them? Also, why would you buy them in the first place? He said, because they're really spicy and hot. And I said, oh, well, that sounds like a really foolish thing to eat. I got them.
This is just another grand thing. What's next, Frosty? Are we gonna eat sugar-free gummy bears on this channel next?
Not unless we can, move the microphones into the bathroom.
Nobody wants to listen to that.
All right, this is interesting. We both are armed with bottles of water. I have no idea how this is gonna be. Maybe they'll be tasty, or maybe it'll hurt.
Where did you get this idea from?
Well, I figured that I would just branch out and try something physical and new.
This isn't the first time we've been in this position either.
Oh, you're talking. Oh,
I don't know who's in the better position to be telling the story.
You want to talk about the ginger candy incident?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything to keep from taking these toothpicks?
Just to stall just a little bit longer.
All right. So let me remember this. Years ago, 90.7 WKKL. That was the radio station that we used to work at. And one day, one of our coworkers, Doug Pocknett Jr. from the Wampanoag tribe, he walks in and he has a bag of candy that apparently he got delivered.
This smells so strong.
You've taken one out of the tube, okay?
I did take one.
Oh, wow, it smells really strong. Let me cover the tube. Okay. He brings up a bag to us and he says, hey, would you guys like some candy? It's special pure ginger candy that came all the way from India.
It's a ginger mango candy. I've seen it in Ocean State Job Lot.
Ginger mango. That sounds quite harmless.
It sounds delicious.
It sounds scrumdiddlyumptious, doesn't it?
It does.
So innocently, the two of us say, oh, sure, we'll take a piece.
We pop one down almost the exact same time.
We are in the middle of a meeting, by the way. He just said, hey, do you want this? Like, oh, yeah. We turn to each other and we start talking. So anyway, what I was thinking about the schedule is...
It was not 5 seconds later.
We just, at the same time...
We stop.
It was like the pain
pause.
had connected us on a psychic level.
And we split.
All of a sudden, like, our faces just morphed into these expressions of horror and disgust.
The sweat started rolling down.
I'm not gonna lie to you people. I didn't just put this thing in my mouth. I put it in my mouth and crunched it with my teeth because that's what you do with a candy.
Well, it was a chewy candy too, so it was we were chewing.
I'd released the power.
Yeah,
the juice was everywhere, and I said, "What the hell? Let's just start." I think we almost tripped over each other running for the waste baskets.
Not only that, but you pushed me out of the way to get into the bathroom and the water fountain.
I spat out like a glob, a brown glob out of my mouth.
Thank goodness that there was a second sink. I don't know if anyone knew that sink actually worked.
The secret sink. The sink that was in plain sight that no one used.
No one used it. I don't know if anyone knew if it worked. I didn't know if it worked. And I just flipped it on and thank goodness, cold water came out. And Frosty and I both have our faces, our mouths just in the stream of water. Just
water,
rinsing.
life-giving water. Save us.
Cleansing
save us.
water.
And Doug is totally confused, but I think he's laughing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was laughing.
And he was just popping these.
Yeah.
It's the Native American in him.
It's something.
He was able to just pop them. My old buddy Pete was a Native American. He said it's literally impossible to burn a Native American. I said, that can't be true. But Doug's standing there popping pure ginger candy like it's candy.
Yeah.
His revenge against the two white men.
You shouted that out. That was good and loud. Doug!
This was your revenge against the white man. And then he was laughing.
And then he just died at that point.
And to this day, we've never had ginger candy again.
No, we haven't.
Oh my gosh. I feel like if I ever truly hate someone, I'm going to get them a gift with a bow wrapped up nice, and it's going to be that ginger candy. Well, it did teach us a valuable lesson that day. Trust no one. Your coworkers are asses. They're out to get you.
And if zombies attack, Frosty is pushing you into the zombies. I learned that as well.
If it came down to saving any of you and my precious little dog Kiwi, I'd save Kiwi. The rest of you would be frickin' zombie kibble. Okay, so you ready to get started?
No.
The Cape Media Center, located in Dennisport, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, is a non-profit community media center and the public access TV station for the towns of Barnstable, Yarmouth, Dennis, Harwich, and Chatham. Our mission is to build community through media, enhance democratic communication, and facilitate free expression by providing these towns with a state-of-the-art media resource center. Members can become trained in our video and audio equipment and produce their own media content. Membership includes training classes, access to our field equipment, studios, and facility, as well as airtime. Broadcasters and music producers can share their content on our website. For more information, visit capemedia.org.
This episode of Bourbon on Ice is brought to you by Market Street Bookshop in Mashpee Commons, located at 31 Market Street, Mashpee, Massachusetts. Embrace diversity and find support for local authors and artists at the Market Street Bookshop, where your favorite new read is just a browse away. For more information, give them a call at 508-539-6985. Okay, so these things, they smell great, but I will warn you,
they have a scent that carries across the whole room.
They have a bit of a bite, but maybe they're not as bad as we think. Maybe... Do you want to do it together, or do you want to do one at a time?
I don't know. I don't want to do it at all.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even drink Fireball whiskey. And I'm whiskey.
What is that old joke? Hey, that candle smells a lot like Fireball. I believe non-alcoholics call that cinnamon. Every time I visit Kirk, there's an open bottle of Fireball somewhere in his house. He claims he cooks with it.
All right, then.
All right, here I go.
I got a cousin who just drinks it straight.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to try.
Okay.
In it goes. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay, that's it. That's tasty. That's... My lips are starting to feel a little... Okay, first I'm pretending to look like a character from the 1950s or 60s movie. My lips are starting to feel a little spicy. This is good. This is good, but Bernie. It's
good, but Bernie. Feel the burn from that presidential campaign.
That is a Hot Licks cinnamon toothpick, and it is like a sweet tap.
Down the hatch.
Go ahead, whiskey.
All right. Okay. Ow. Okay. My tongue. You suck. There's not even any sugar to make this better.
It doesn't say cinnamon sugar toothpick. It just says cinnamon.
Ow. It hurts, man.
Bail out. Bail out.
Ow,
Quick, into the wastebasket.
Tough it out.
Bail out now.
No, I refuse.
Your face is turning red.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Your face is red, too.
Okay, let me turn around and try the other side. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I put that right on my tongue this time.
Okay.
Water.
Nope.
Oh, gosh, where's my water? I misplaced it. Wait, here it is.
Oh, man. Ow. It's...
Bail out.
No, I'm not going to bail out.
You're doing this.
I refuse.
You're doing this to the bitter end.
It's like getting pinched by a damn little crayfish. Thousands of miniature crayfishes pinching your tongue.
I kind of like it, but...
Ow.
And people would make these arbitrarily?
Ow.
Voluntarily?
Alright, flipping around.
Flipping. Okay, let me just try distracting us. I have another story.
Okay.
You were not there for this one. This was from years ago when Robbie and I first started dating.
Just interspersed with ow here.
Okay, so every single Friday, I think it was, or Monday, they would have, it was called a Cheap Chicken Friday or Cheap Chicken Monday at the Stop and Shops.
Okay,
They have those rotisserie chickens, and they would be $5 only.
Yeah.
Oh, ow, ow, ow. And every single day when Robbie and I were dating, when I first moved to the Cape, I would go to his house. And his father was still alive at this point.
Ow.
I'm trying to suck the cinnamon out of it to take away its power, but that's actually a worse decision.
That's not the right move.
Hang on. What happens if I'm trying to pick my teeth with it? Oh, that's a mistake.
Why would you put it right into your gum?
Trying to inject it further.
Ow.
Well, I'd hurt my wrist.
Ow.
I'd hurt my wrist at work.
Ow.
And I made sounds like that. Quick, drink some water.
No. I refuse.
Every Cheap Chicken Friday or Monday, I'd come over to his house. We'd have mashed potatoes, green beans, and an entire rotisserie chicken, and his father would sit at the table with us, and I had hurt my wrist. So he says, go over to the bathroom cabinet. There is some Bengay in there.
Oh, no.
I didn't know what Bengay was, believe it or not. I had no idea. All I know is that he said, just put that directly on your wrist. So I rummage around the cabinet and I find a tube called Bengay. I say, oh, okay. Put this on the wound. Not the wound, on the sore part.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's spicy. I took the tube and I held it over my wrist and a glob.
Oh, glob. Ow.
It was kind of an accident, but I figured, this will work. And I rubbed it all over my wrist, not just the top, like all over it, rubbed it in. Then I wiped my hand off and I went right back to the table to sit down. And it's by the time I'm sitting there, I'm trying to realize that this stuff is hot. I'm realizing this because I'm starting to sweat. Robbie's dad is telling a story about his youth, and I'm sitting there like, that's fascinating. That's so interesting. And
Fanning yourself.
I'm like dabbing my head with the napkins. I'm drinking all of the water, and Robbie's staring at me like, what's going on? I used the Bengay. How much did you use? A lot? And he's sitting across the table, laughing quietly. I'm dying at the mercy of mislabeled muscle rub, which did not mention that it was going to be hot. Oh, that was a painful afternoon. Like, similar to this, to what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, I believe it.
Okay, that's it. I'm crying defeat.
Okay.
Into the tube you go. Into the wastebasket you go. Die. Where's my water?
It hurts.
You don't have to prove yourself to anyone, Whiskey. You have proven that you're strong, but you don't need to prove yourself any further.
I'm gonna keep going.
You are not Brie Larson, and you don't have to prove anything. You got the reference. Okay. While he's recovering, I just remembered one more. This one actually is Kirk. He keeps coming up into all of these things.
I wonder why.
Kirk,
like a bean burrito, he just keeps coming back.
Kirk one day went to the store and he saw one of those, blue light special things or an end cap special things, and it was a blue cheese buffalo chicken spread. He said, "Oh, that's great."
The buffalo.
Yeah, you normally you put blue cheese on buffalo.
Yeah.
And it combines deliciously and it kills that heat. what a wonderful idea to do it ahead of time. So he brings it, and he makes buffalo wings.
Oh, no.
Yes. So like the deck is stacked as we're sitting here. The deck is already stacked. And then he glops on top of it because he's a sauce glopper. He glops on top of it the buffalo blue cheese dressing, and it looks, innocuous like any sort of blue cheese that you would get.
Yeah.
He picks it up. He takes a bite. And that's when he realizes that it's not flavored, it's hot.
Oh, no.
It's literal buffalo sauce with blue cheese floating in it.
Oh, no.
My lips are still tasty. I taste my lips taste like a cinnamon latte.
Ow. 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 Ow.
I feel really bad for you, but I have offered you the chance to bail out and save yourself.
I can take it any time, but
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking about when you were in the Philippines.
Yep. That was
The soup.
the very first night. I don't know what it was. It looked like a string pepper. It looked, for all intents and purposes, like a string pepper. And I bit into this pepper. And for the next 20 minutes, I was just in pain and suffering.
Your girlfriend was consoling you.
She was. She gave me her water. And her uncle and cousins were laughing at me.
You would pass the first test.
I know.
It was actually a test set up.
Apart from the weird bird pepper or whatever it was just a really good swordfish soup. At least I think it was a swordfish.
You're going back there soon.
I am going back.
Just make sure you avoid anything that looks like a green
Like a string bean.
pepper.
String bean.
Like a string bean, yeah. Because, this time it might not be a test. Now that they know your reaction, they might just be doing it for kicks. Oh, wow. All right. I think, just for the fun of it, I'm going to bring up one more incident.
All right.
And this is something... Take the toothpick out.
Never.
We should give one of these to Elder Nerd. Smuggle one to your dear old pop. Give one to Miggs too.
I think Elder Nerd would take it in stride. Mama Whiskey too.
Okay, this is something awful that I was trying to do to people. There's a day, it's called April Fools, and I like playing pranks on people. Mine are usually tame.
Yeah.
I mean, Kirk has told me about some of the stuff he's done, and he will be burning in hell. He's got a cottage all picked out. He's already signed that lease from his teens for the things that he has done, he's told me. But this one, I decided I was just going to do something mostly innocent. This was at the radio station. I put out a giant bowl of popcorn, and I covered it in a special flavor seasoning that I had found. White pepper.
Oh, no.
Cheese and white pepper. And it dusted the entire thing, and it looked just like Smart Food popcorn.
Yeah.
And I tossed it. And, there's a little red pepper flake in there just for good measure. I toss it, and pour more over it. I use the whole bottle. I just leave it there. Put out a sign. Free popcorn.
Oh, no.
I sat there, and I waited, and the results were beautiful. People coming in and grabbing a handful of popcorn and then walking out. And then predictably, oh! Ah! And I would sit there. Free popcorn.
You evil, evil man. You know how you make it more evil?
How?
A bowl, like a party bowl, filled with M&Ms and Skittles. And, for good measure, Reese's Pieces.
Mixed?
Mixed.
You absolute monster.
I know.
That is...
Straight to the boiler room of hell for that one.
I can't imagine. It's you. I can totally imagine it.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to take that thing out at any point?
Yeah, I'll take it out.
Come back to us, whiskey. Come back to us. He did it. Have some water. You wanted it. Mr. Michael T. Whiskey, you stand accused by Sergeant Pepper of the esteemed Cape Cod Police Department of driving under the influence of alcohol. Paralegals, you gotta proofread these things. Come on, you're making me look silly. Mr. Whiskey, how do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
But you admitted to Sergeant Pepper to being drunk on the scene.
That's correct, Your Honor, but I would like to put forward that while I may have been drunk, the horse was as sober as the Pope on Sunday.
You were driving a horse.
No, sir, he was taking himself home. I was just along for the ride.
On the horse.
He's a good horse, knows where he's going.
That is a good horse. Anyway, is there any case law on this? Virginia, you say? Riding lawnmowers, well, that doesn't help this case. Florida? Oh, no, I don't even want to know.
Judge?
Have we recovered yet?
Yeah, I recovered.
Excellent.
Don't make it sound like we took a break just to... I was tougher than that.
How much of that water is left?
A lot, actually.
You badass.
R/I am very badass.
Okay, so we did that. Does everyone out there love us now? We did that for your love, or at least your amusement.
Definitely more for the amusement.
I have to say, you know, it's a little weird being back here. We're in the studio now, not in the game room. If we had done this there, we could have turned around and mixed ourselves some really nice cocktails.
Definitely.
To wash down the cinnamon flip. My mouth still feels like I ate a slice of pie.
There's still a couple crayfish crawling around. Pinching.
Okay, so we would not survive if you and I moved to like anywhere south of the border.
No, I think we would.
I want to go to Louisiana so bad. Yucca, Maine, and muffalata. Is that what that's called?
I
And red
wouldn't
beans
know.
and rice, and po' boys. Yep.
Gumbo.
Oh, my mouth is watering. Yeah. Why am I living up here? Why am I living up here? We're heading to New Orleans. Next episode, coming to you directly from New Orleans. Pack your bags.
That would be fun with the live jazz musicians and stuff.
Oh, that would be great. We're totally not doing this, though.
Probably not for a while.
Not for a while. You have a different trip to plan.
Back to the Philippines.
And as we all remember what happened last time, if you actually don't and want to catch up on it, the episode was called A Whiskey Abroad, well, not anymore. And you can look us up on Spotify or on Buzzsprout or on YouTube. The episode is in there. And, you can also reach out and talk to us anytime. Tell us, have you had any spicy incidents? Anything that went, hey, this looks good. No, I think the devil himself was resting his tongue on this. You can tell us, leave a comment on YouTube. You can hit us up on our Facebook page, Bourbon on Ice with Whiskey and Frosty. You can email us at whiskeyandfrosty@yahoo.com. Or you can hit us on Twitter at whiskeyfrosty. I think I've listed everything.
I think so, too.
Short of like riding overhead in a skywriting plane.
Do we have Snapchat or Insta?
We do not have Snapchat or Insta. Don't make me get those two.
Do we have TikTok?
I think TikTok isn't ready for us. I don't think TikTok is ready for people like us.
I don't think we're ready or right for TikTok.
I don't either. We are not absurdly hot people who jump into the air and suddenly change into underwear, or we are not gifted enough to dance.
No.
That will never happen.
We are not with it.
I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was.
And knew it was scary.
We just proved.
It'll happen to you.
We just proved how old we are. We'll see you next time, folks. I'm your friend Frosty.
And I'm your bartender, Mike Whiskey.
And as always, have a cold one on us. That sounds really good right now.
It does. Cold water.
This podcast was recorded at and produced by Cape Media Center on Cape Cod, Massachusetts by podcasting duo Mike Whiskey and your friend Frosty. All music and sound credits go to soundstripe.com. Special thanks to Jamie Horton, Emily Tulloch, Gabrielle Rawson. For more information on Bourbon on Ice, visit our social media page at twitter.com/whiskeyfrosty. For more information on Cape Media Center, visit capemedia.org. For more listening options and a variety of podcasting entertainment, visit our hosts at buzzsprout.com and capemediacenter.org.